Y'all, it's Macy Mouse. So I have a horrible story to tell you. It is a true story, it is a sad story, but I really hope that it can help another first-time mother. This is the story of how I unintentionally starved my baby. So a little backstory, I gave birth to my beautiful baby girl, my first daughter, my first baby, Halo Haven, in the beginning of June. I had every intention on breastfeeding. I'm a natural girl. I delivered 100% natural, no medicine, no inductions at 40 weeks, 3 days. It was a great accomplishment. It was very painful. I screamed the whole time, but hell, I did it. And I was very proud of myself. And I love telling that story, which I would love to do a birth story, by the way. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway. I was super worried about latching because I heard all these horror stories about how women couldn't latch, and so they weren't able to breastfeed. My baby latched immediately, perfectly, wonderfully, and I thought, wow, that is the end of my breastfeeding issues. I'm going to be able to breastfeed and she's going to be perfect. She is perfect, but I was not able to breastfeed fully. I did not find that out for 2 months. So what happened is, about the 3rd day of life, I figured out that she was screaming constantly. Constantly, not crying, screaming. Like a toddler, screaming loudly. And I found that out, and it broke my heart that she was screaming so much. I really felt like she was in pain and didn't understand what was wrong, and I got really bad advice from a lactation consultant at the horrible hospital that I delivered at, saying that breastfed babies don't poop every day, that they can go 5 days without pooping, which is absolutely not true. Please do not believe anybody that tells you that, which I promise probably nobody will tell you that, because that's some bullshit. Breastfed babies, newborns normally poop like 10 times a day, if not 5, whatever. And so I didn't think it was her food. And I went to the pediatrician right when she was born, and she lost a little weight, but almost every single newborn loses weight, so we weren't worried about that. And my doctor told me that all babies cry, don't worry about it, at my 6-week appointment. So I just continued to struggle. I cried all the time. I was so worried about my baby. She could not be sat down. She had to be on my breast constantly. She breastfed at one time for about an hour to an hour and a half, I'm not kidding, without letting go. She just sucked and sucked and sucked, so my nipples were in great pain. You can't imagine. I was in so much pain. I just delivered naturally. I know pain, and that hurt very badly. It was awful, and I was scared. I didn't know what to do. So we found a new doctor, and he weighed her, and she, at 2 months, was less than her birth weight. She was born at 8 pounds 5 ounces, and she was only 8 pounds 2 ounces. It was horrifying. I was terrified. And he put us on formula, which I thought was going to be the worst thing ever. I was so against it, and I truly didn't know that that is what was wrong with her. I would have done it a lot sooner, but me being put on it and being forced to do it for my baby was the best thing that ever happened. I put her on the earth's best, most natural, organic, closest to breast milk formula, and immediately I had a new baby. Literally, this breaks my heart, but my baby had never smiled until then, and she had never just sat and been happy until then. I was never able to just put my baby down and her be happy. She couldn't do anything. She cried constantly, 24/7. If your baby cries constantly, I promise that is not normal. She's not a fussy baby. She's not spoiled. There's something wrong with your baby. And it could just be so easy that it doesn't matter how much she's drinking from you, it's not enough. For whatever reason, there's not enough calories in it. Maybe there's something wrong with your breast milk. There's something wrong with you. Who cares? There's something wrong, and you have to fix it. Please do not be scared of formula like I was. And of course, like I said, I didn't think that it was a food problem, because I was told that it wasn't a food problem for so long, and just keep getting different opinions. Please keep going and getting different opinions. If it's not working, just keep going to the doctor and keep going until you figure out what exactly was the problem. And so once I found out what was the problem, I had a new baby, and she has literally been thriving ever since, and she is now literally the easiest, sweetest baby. She's in there just playing, being perfect in her little playpen, and she is wonderful and happy. My baby is the happiest baby in the world. Formula saved my baby. So for any formula shaming moms, which is a little kind of off topic, you don't know what you're talking about. My breast milk starved my baby, and I tried my hardest, and I still breastfeed just to get her nutrition from me, because I do still think it's so much more important. Breast milk is better for the baby than formula. That's just the truth. But not everybody can breastfeed. I'm a young mom. I'm only 23 years old. I'm healthy. There's nothing wrong with me. I have no idea why my breast milk doesn't work, but it doesn't. And with God's grace, my baby is perfect and healthy, and nothing bad happened in the times where she was literally starving. My baby cried all the time because she was hungry, and that is so hard for me to deal with. And no, but everything is better now. I can't even describe how wonderful life is now. And yeah, that's the very quick version of how I unintentionally starved my baby girl. My heart is broken for anybody else that this happens to, but I'm so glad that I was able to share my story, and I pray that this helps somebody else. If anybody has any questions, please let me know down below. I will be happy to help anybody I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye-bye.